We got a new member today, man. Like SB.
Come on.
We got a new member.
What was the
on.
next one you said, Jules, before?
Nah, what was you talking about? You said you wanted to...
No, I wanted to talk about all the UK rappers that came out of jail, man.
Yeah.
Who's come out? Lowski,
Lowski,
Unknown T. Just them two, right?
them two.
But they bust their cases, though.
But
No,
No?
they're not done. What do you mean? Lowski's on bail, bro.
Oh, shit, then.
I know
Allegedly.
T-Bus.
Allegedly.
oh what?
Allegedly.
Walk on street with a pole on me.
Unknown T
Allegedly.
Unknown T buses.
Yeah, unknown T-Bus.
Hold on, wait.
he busted.
That tune's fucking cold, by the way.
Which one? Fresh Home?
No, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Fresh Home.
I ain't heard properly though.
Fresh
That should have been a
Heard
murky
properly.
fest of violence. I was in
Do
Jordan
not
of
lie,
Island.
yeah.
Can I just say, yeah?
Unknown T.
No, that's
No,
not.
that's Lowski.
I ain't took it in.
I absolutely brushed Unknown T's tune.
That
I
song's
thought that
wavy.
song was
Yeah.
trash. And I heard it again. I was listening
Cold.
to it in the car and I said,
Cold.
"Bruh,
It's the things that he's saying.
this is a bit
Like
different,
his,
man.
like being in jail, like being locked away from his Niners, being
And
on
well, that
basic.
is
First day
first.
when I
being
came
on
in.
segment.
I'm not gonna though. His thing was these though.
It was good. It was good.
His thing
Was
was
that
these.
his first little
Come on.
spell?
Yeah.
No. Was that his first little prison spell? I think that was his first. He
don't
said something
know.
about it
Do
being
you know
his
why I
first.
really like
Don't know.
Unknown T, yeah? Because outside of your cold flow, you got content.
You're saying you're back. This is the second week in a row you've got up and walked out.
No, you got to stop
You're
doing that.
moving
Don't
forward.
hold on. Don't apologise to me. There's viewers that
Yeah. It's not us. It's them.
Sorry that I need to go to toilet. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, you're good
You
now.
say you have to
then.
get consent.
Fuck me, but go on. Lowski.
This is your subject, bro. He's actually the master.
Yeah, this is
The
the
master
master
God
drill.
drill. We cut him up. We exed him
Cut
still.
me up still.
You're
Go
good,
on,
Now, I'm
man.
not gonna lie. I think it's glad to see that Unknown T's fresh home. For firstly, it's sad that whoever's died obviously was happening.
Of course. But he had nothing to do with it, though.
Yeah, he had
Was he
nothing
there?
to do with it.
Yeah.
He was
But
there,
it's
he
a
was there.
party, innit? It's a bit.
Was he
Yeah,
there?
yeah. He was there.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
But
He actually didn't have.
Was that the one that happened on New Year's Day?
yeah,
It was definitely New Year's Day. Yeah,
New
okay.
Year's Eve day.
New Year's Eve, yeah, one of them.
But I think aside from that, I think it's a shame that so many talented rappers outside of that are going to jail. Like you say, we got Lowski at the minute. You
There's
got
bare man.
just
Lowski's
come out
out, no?
Asco, yeah, but
But he's
he's going back in.
on bail.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, he's on bail.
So
So
he could
Asco,
go back in.
I-
Asco,
Asco.
Asco as well.
for him, yeah, for Lowski.
Digga D.
Exactly. They live the life they rap.
That's what we was talking about.
Who?
Digga, he got 2.5
got 3
or
years,
3
yeah,
years.
shit.
J Sav got 3 years, and one next to you. I can't remember the other one.
Yeah.
Digga D got 3 years.
CB's in jail as well.
CB's birded.
Oh, he's birded
got a
though.
lot.
I'm not gonna lie though. If they want to drop like a mixtape madness from jail, it might
probably
be-
go
It
off.
might go off.
It'll probably go off.
It might
Not
be
even
go-
might. It
might
would
be.
go
No,
off.
CB did drop a mixtape.
Yeah,
Yeah, in jail. Yeah.
No,
He
and
already-
it's cold.
He
But
already
he
had that.
already
He already had that plan. It
Jail
was
He already
compensation.
prepped it
It was
from
coming.
before.
It was
Hard
coming.
though.
Not a lot of rappers actually make cold tunes from jail. Like Frosty,
But I swear he was. I feel that's his first song, innit?
first song. County Lines 1 and
first
2 were
song,
his
yeah.
first two
Oh, was that
tunes.
from jail?
From
Yeah.
County Lines 1, you said it was from jail, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Number
Yeah.
2, number 2 was I think out, but number 1 was
He
from
might
jail.
have done it before, but I'm sure it was.
He got released
He
when he
wouldn't
was in
have.
jail.
He
though.
yeah,
probably
yeah.
released it when he was in
He
jail.
might
but
have.
probably
He might have
recorded.
released.
No,
it
no,
when
that's
he
what I
was
meant, that's
in
what I
No,
meant.
do you know what it was?
Oh.
I think he wrote it in jail and then he got like a couple days release and then he came out and made the tune. But he was back in
and then
jail.
went
That's what
back.
it was, yeah.
That's deep,
So
but-
then he blew up. The tune blew up in
That's cold.
jail without any visuals.
Yeah, it was-
Audio.
I like the fact that it's
Audio.
come out, yeah. I like the fact it's come out and actually busting this music thing as well.
Yeah.
Because he got
I
signed as
didn't
well,
like-
innit? He got come out and he's got
I
signed.
don't know if he got signed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh,
I
he
didn't.
got signed.
I didn't like that he fucking didn't do a video for it though. I didn't.
County
Really.
Lines.
I get that the song might be classed as old now, but you know
what?
You
I
know
think
when
it's
you're
better
fresh
like that, you
home
know?
Better.
and your tune was absolutely ripping. I feel like everyone would have
do a
rated the
video.
video.
No, I think
But
it was
you know what?
better.
You know where he done the remix as well? Like there's County
Yeah.
Lines 1,
Yeah,
number
but the
2, the
remix
remix.
was
Where do
dead
we go
though.
from here?
Just scrap the remix.
No, I think it was better.
Yeah,
He
but
left it how he left it.
Darko's got like 4 remixes for Gans.
Exactly, and they were all
Darko's got like 4 remixes for Gans.
and they, with
Could've
video.
made a
Would you
remix.
like a new thing, the new song?
Yeah, that's a
It's
good
so
song.
juicy.
Yeah, her song's hard.
Yeah,
like
I rate it.
I think that song's
I
hard.
like her.
still.
I like her.
I
music.
rate her wave.
like her,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I like her still.
I
She's
like
No,
her.
I
She's
that one.
decent.
I think she's
Yeah,
good
that's
still.
alright.
But
It's just there.
I think it's one of them songs here that I play once and don't play again.
Do you know
What,
what I like?
Juicy?
Do you know what I
Yeah.
like with Darko? Yeah.
Like, would I play it? Would
But
I
might
play
not
it
be-
again?
It might not be your thing though, innit?
Is it Darko or Darku?
That's a good
Darko.
question.
But there's 2 O's.
Do you know what? I think she spelled it wrong. I think it's meant to be Darko, but she spelled it wrong. She said, I watched one interview
Oh, I
with
think
that
I
girl,
saw
that
that,
chicken
you
shop,
know.
that
I think
chicken
I
shop
saw
thing.
that still.
Surely I could just ask my man. and-
No, that chicken shop thing. She said that she spelled it wrong.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, she spelled it wrong.
Is
She spelled it. It's Darko, but she just spelled it wrong.
How you spell your own name wrong?
I don't know. She
Get
spelled it
mad,
wrong.
fuck it. Yeah, go on.
She spelled it wrong.
Yeah, but do you know what? Do you know what I like about her is that in the UK scene now, a lot of the music sounds very similar, and she's just
She's
come in
very
the
different.
game and you're so different, and it's a breath of fresh air. You're doing your thing for the girls.
Is she
Do you know
really
what I mean?
different though?
She is. Do you know why? Because all the
a
other
boy
UK
Nah,
girl.
she is.
No,
I think
no,
she
no,
is.
Her
no.
appearance is different, but her music, I don't.
Yeah,
see
but your
too much
appearance and
difference.
how you come across is who you are.
Yeah, yeah.
I hear what you're saying here. I
I'm
do hear what
talking
you're
about
saying.
her
I do hear what you're
audio,
saying.
her
I
music.
hear what you're saying.
Nah,
Who else in the UK girl-wise actually
No one's
makes
like
music
her.
like her?
Yeah, when you
No,
see
you're
her-
right. You're right.
There's Afrobeat
Okay, so
artists
in that sense, it's different, but it's still in the same genre of music, though. It's not.
Yeah.
She's just a
It's
good
still the
artist.
same- yeah,
I
she's
wouldn't
just a
say
good
she's
artist.
creating a new wave.
I
or
wouldn't say
nothing,
she's
like,
doing anything different.
She's a good artist.
She might be creating a new wave though.
She
I
could
don't
be.
In the
think she
UK,
is.
because no one else in the UK does what Darku does.
No,
She's
but-
the only one.
Yeah,
They do,
you're
though.
right.
She's the only one.
What?
The
They-
only female.
Wait,
Only
while saying that,
female, though.
while saying
to
that,
do
yeah,
that, to
From
do
what
that,
I
like,
know anyway, sorry.
but
From what I
then-
know, she might not be the
No,
only
while
one.
saying that, because Trey Buss the other day on some drill female rapper.
Oh,
what's her name again?
She's
Let them
too
get
cold,
stuff like I'm gonna-
cruddy.
No.
This girl's actually hard.
Yeah, she is.
What's her name
Yeah.
again?
Have you heard it?
Cold.
What's her
Yeah,
name again?
cold.
She's young, innit? She's young,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
I think I
she's
see
young,
something
cold.
on that, you know.
No, she's cold.
Hey,
She's
quick
hard,
question
so.
is: Would you not say that Darku is like almost like a slight female version
Of Wizkid.
Of-
Kid of Cuds?
Oh, I thought you was gonna say
Oh, okay.
Wizkid.
I would have said Wizkid to be
Who?
fair.
Yeah.
Tease
Yeah,
Andos,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was it.
Similarities,
Who?
most
Of who?
definitely.
Of who?
I'll say
Kid
Wizkid
of
more.
Cuds
I
and
think Mike
Wizkid.
touched the nail there. I'd say Wizkid more than anything.
I don't really. I'm in a.
Different
I don't know. I don't even know who that first person was.
What's that girl? You didn't find it?
Tease Andos. It was Tease Andos.
Safe. I need to get that
That was
in.
it, yeah.
You know what though? That's that. I like the vibe of that because you know what? I don't really hear like. Well, I hear drill rappers as girls, but she's actually cold.
Yeah,
It's
what
not
I
like
heard- what I
I don't
heard
think.
yesterday,
I don't think nothing about
she
she's a
sounds
female
best.
rapper. I feel like she's a cold rapper.
Are we talking about this?
Yeah, I feel like she's a cold rapper.
yeah.
She's not a cold female rapper. She's
Yeah,
a cold
and that's
rapper.
the thing. I think in the UK, I think we look at the UK female rappers and they're cold for a girl.
Do
And
they
it's
get
peak.
taken?
It's peak because that's the label that I think that they get.
Who's cold though?
Well, with that,
A code for
yeah.
a girl.
No, I'm just
Fair enough.
asking.
Like,
Who's actually cold as a female rapper?
female.
She's not really a rapper, but I think.
What, in the
as
UK?
an artist-
You're gonna say
Wait,
Steph
wait,
London.
no,
She's not
No,
really-
that's what I'm saying. She's
not
not
a
a lady
rapper.
rapper.
girl. She's
But as an
fake.
Yeah,
artist-
Lady
Lady
Leisha's decent.
Yeah,
I remember
Lady
back in the
Leisha's
day,
cold.
Lioness.
She don't
Lioness
get
was
she
hard.
don't get her dues
Yeah,
though.
she was hard back in the day.
No, but
But
Lady
other than
That
that, there's
you-
not
that
really
girl-
many cold
Lady
female
Leisha.
rappers. Yeah,
That girl,
Lady Leisha's
do
good
you know
still.
that Shabo girl?
Shabo's coming
She's been
She's
interested
been
in me
out.
still. I can't even lie.
But she's old school, you know.
Yeah, I know, because I knew her from back then.
Yeah.
But she was shit back then, though. She was just a girl that was.
No,
doing-
sleep on. She was
Nah,
cold,
man,
man.
I wasn't
What's that
really
little song
rating her.
again?
I
She had
wasn't
bogies
really
in
rating
those.
her.
Aye,
She had
yeah,
bogies,
I
she had
wasn't
bogies
really
in
rating
those.
her.
I wasn't really
Sleep on
rating
Yeah,
her
back
back
in the
then,
day.
but
What was
now,
that? What's that
I
song?
can't
Yo,
lie.
Bobo.
I'm hearing that music.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
hey,
no.
what's
that?
that was Sleep.
That's Christmas. No, there's another song. There's another song, and she got bogies on those with
Bogies
gloves
done,
on,
no.
and she had black gloves on. Back in the day. Back in the day.
OG Nicki.
Oh my god. No,
OG
OG
Nicki.
Nicki.
She
She's actually the OG
She done
though.
a freestyle the other day as well.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she looks
Yeah,
so rough.
She's
Fucking
still
hell,
trying to
bitch,
stay
I'm
out.
No, but she's the OG though.
She looks
Yeah,
rough.
she's the OG.
She gets mad respect.
OG Nicki. She's the OG of this thing.
She was disgusting.
Oh,
years.
I
Like
said
them.
this to you the other day, bro. She was doing this before City Girls and all
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, yeah,
She
she
was
was
the
on
originator,
front.
cuz.
She's a pioneer,
Only
fam.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know what
She's a
Lil Kim was
pioneer.
spitting about and that, but I didn't really take in like that. But
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the UK is ready for.
I think they
say,
are now.
like a Megan.
I think they
like,
are now.
I don't know if they're ready. Like Steph London will do the little. Okay, I'll give you a little sore bar and cocky and blah blah blah. But
cocky and blah,
no
blah.
one's really doing the
what?
nah,
the-
they
the-
try.
the-
As you
the-
said,
Nicki
they're
or
dipping
the-
their toes right now.
the
Trust me,
Megan.
because
They're
it's
not,
coming.
they're not
You know
going
he's
all the way to
my
the
girl.
line. They're just dipping right now, innit?
I don't want to say cause for the pod, but he's talking about there's no really UK girls that are actually doing the whole kind of like nasty.
Oh no, I know. We know a girl.
That's what I'm talking
We actually know a
about.
girl.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we know a
she's
girl.
going ham as well.
And
I watched
she's
that the other
she's
day.
talking the crud.
But she's really trying to get
Yeah,
it.
and she's trying to push
She's
it.
really
I
trying
know
to
what
get
I'm
it.
saying. But she's
really
talking
trying
the
to,
crud.
like,
I know
be
too.
What, is she a rapper?
in it. Yeah. Yeah. Her
That's
name's
alright.
Soraya.
Why does she get it? Yeah, I feel like
her
she
name's
deserves
Soraya,
it, bro.
yeah.
Like, the-
But
Oh,
she's really coming with that whole.
the thing's cold.
The
Megan
thing that done the
Stallion
thing with
kind of
Ambush the
like,
other
yeah,
day.
she's coming with it. Talking
And
like-
she talking the crud.
Talking a bit of
Some
nastiness.
girl that we know.
Soraya
London?
my girl, I know. Yeah, I'll show you afterwards. But she's coming with the whole
Yeah.
like bad bee nastiness kind of.
But there's a lane
she's
for there's a
not
lane
afraid
for that.
There's a
that-
lane for it still.
She's
There's a lane for
gone
it.
Especially
all
after
out.
this hot
And
girl
she's got-
summer
Yeah,
thing.
'cause she got the sex appeal. I think she knows a couple people and that. I think she's with Ambush's
Ambush's
roles and
cousin.
whatnot.
She's Ambush's
Yeah,
cousin.
So she's got a lane to blow in, and it could be her first thing. You
Could
get it?
you lot, could you lot get with a gal like
No.
that?
I'm alright.
As your
I'm alright. I'm
No.
alright.
That's my gal. Nah, I can't do it.
No,
I'm
I can watch you and enjoy.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
Yeah,
I'm trying
I'm gonna
shit.
say, yeah,
what
I'm
you
gonna
say.
say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like I
watch
rate
your
when
music
gal are
videos
cocky
and say, yeah, you're hard,
and
you're
bossy.
cold. But for
No,
me,
I rate when
reckon you
me.
would like it.
I
reckon
could
you would like
fuck
it.
with it.
Yeah,
I'm not on it. I'm not on it.
So just so we're clear, like I know this is far fetched, but like assuming money weren't an issue, like say you got
Yeah.
bare
We
people,
both got
whatever,
P.
Could you be with like a Cardi B?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's mad.
But you know, just you couldn't though.
But-
It's a bit
I
mad.
do that.
It's a bit mad.
Why
But
does
you
it
know
matter?
what?
Why does it matter? Why does my money matter?
No.
Just so.
No, he's just wiping out. So you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just that type of girl.
Like, if it was like a Steph London, yes, but the
Yeah,
only
like,
reason
but
why the only reason why I say no to the Cardi B is because for me, I wouldn't wife a stripper.
Yeah,
So
with
I'm
that
like-
history.
so
No,
you see
he's
that
not really
person-
talking about the stripper thing. He's just
he's
talking about
just saying
the
her
type of
personality.
music they music. The type of music.
No, but let's
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
If we're
So,
including
wait,
her
one
history,
sec-
then
one
I can't
second.
do it,
If
sorry.
you're talking about you going out and you do like that Megan thing where you're twerking and you're doing bad things in clubs, I'm not insecure, so I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't really care. If you're my girl, that's cool.
Make the
Do you know
step-
what
I can
I mean?
rock
But
with that
if you
one,
came up and you was a stripper, I'm not gonna lie, my baby mother won't be no stripper.
But hold on, you could be a stripper and not
I'm
be
just
you
throwing
could
out
be a
there.
stripper and not be a hoe. So
I
but
hear
you,
that.
you actually, man, what you're saying is you actually preferring to wife a hoe because she wasn't stripping, but you would actually wife a stripper and you don't even know
not a
she's a hoe.
No, but okay. I would wife it.
That
okay.
breakdown was geese.
Okay.
You can't lie.
Let me
He
answer.
threw him
That's what I'm
something.
hearing.
Let
That's
me
what I'm
threw him
hearing.
something
Let
and
me
he can't
answer.
catch it.
If I'm dealing with a
mad.
girl now, yeah, and I don't know she's a hoe, then that's none of my business. I
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
If
You
I've
don't
joined
know.
a girl from South London and you're my girl now, or from East London, yeah, I don't know what you was doing when you're 18, 19. I'm all 25, 26 now. Do you know what I mean? So what you was doing then, cool. Obviously, I'm hoping that I should know, innit? Because you're my girl, I don't know you back
would've
then, but I
clocked
would have
on,
known
would've known,
what
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
vibes
yeah,
you was
yeah.
on.
You
Do you know what I
could
mean?
suss out certain
Exactly.
things.
But I wouldn't specifically go for a girl who was a stripper because
don't
that's
agree. I don't
not
agree
for
with
me.
that.
That's
Go
not
on,
for
right,
me.
go on.
What you guys just said, you'll suss out. It don't always work like that because I know man.
No,
that,
but
I know,
enough though. There might be. There's
Nah,
always
because
gonna
I know
be
man
something.
that active. I know
No,
man
but
that
we know man that
actively
don't know
actively
that,
say
don't.
like,
Yeah.
I don't like. I don't care about what gal have done in the past, and it's what happens now. That I've heard man say that for years, and I'm not on that because surely you want to know what your gal was doing back at 18. For me personally, because bro, if your gal was getting
Back
trained,
at-
if your gal was getting run train on from
She
young
wouldn't
and
tell you that she
no,
had a
exactly.
trend.
But this is my point. Why? No. This is my point. Why wouldn't you want to know? Why wouldn't the mother of your kid? Why wouldn't you want to know that?
Yeah.
This is my point. I've always made this point. So when you man say, "Oh, you'll get inkling," it don't always work like that because
No,
because
but-
your girl's
Okay,
gonna
go on.
your girl's gonna be a certain way to you. Yeah, you're gonna be lovey-dovey. You're gonna go out for meals. You're gonna chill. She might be a bit sore
One
in the
way or
bedroom.
another.
No, she might be sore in the bedroom, and you think,
One
"No, this
way
is cold.
or
I rate
another.
this." But back in the day, she might be doing a mad
One
thing.
way or another.
I would know before. I would know if I
a
asked him, man.
mistake will be made, and
Yeah.
if you're smart enough, if you're on point, then you'll clock that early. And
I think man,
it's
clock
it's
it,
a red
don't
flag.
but the
worry.
love
you
for the
might,
gal,
you
fool
might
them.
go into it
blinds
thinking
them, fam.
everything's all hunky dory, everything's all good.
And then you get a new
something
lad.
is going to come.
Comes out. But his thing is anyway. Your thing is, wouldn't you want to know? So let's say that you do get a girl and you do want to know. How do you go about finding out?
You asked the question.
What does that- what
Not
does that do
blatant,
to you?
not blatant on some childish thing, but as you're gradually
then
getting
she-
to
and
know.
then she
her-
And
don't
the
tell
answer
you.
she gives you, you're gonna take that.
No, but hear
Well,
me
that's
out.
all you can
Hear
do.
me
You can
out.
only gauge that.
Okay, yeah,
You can
yeah.
only gauge it of what she tells you. Do you
Yeah,
get me?
okay.
Unless others tell you.
Let's be real, yeah. Your girl, you met a girl now, yeah. She asks you questions, or you've been with her for 6 months or a year. She doesn't know what you was doing when you was 18. She don't know that had a threesome back in the day and all this, that, hypothetically as well, by the way. But I'm just saying, she doesn't know what I'm doing unless I'll vocally tell you, or if we're from the same area and there's mutuals and you
get
do a little
inkling, yeah,
CLB
you
check.
find
Do you
out,
know what I mean?
you
So
find
if
out.
you're from the ends and you have mutuals, then the CLB check might run, and okay, do you know what I mean? She used to do this or this. Okay, that can run, that can't run.
To be fair, though, I feel like these things, though, you kind of know the more you get to know the girl.
But you say this, but
Say
then,
that.
but then,
No,
no,
reason
but
why-
then, but then, man,
I feel like you
No, I tell
kinda-
you why you don't, but not don't, yeah, but you do. But in the flip side, bro, as I said, you got a gal, you're flexing with her.
No, you
you're
see how
thinking,
no,
"Rah,
when I
she's
say
cold,
when I say
bruv,
you
this
kind of
girl
get
gives-"
to know, yeah.
Go
You
on.
see how you said you can ask the questions,
Yeah.
but you won't blatantly ask the questions in it. But certain things will kind of give you the answers to the questions that you need to know.
No, yeah, I hear
Because
that.
have you never, you're telling me you've never seen a gal change?
Fam,
Just-
change,
Yeah.
fam.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see that. You see that all the
She's not
time.
like that no more. I don't,
Change.
have you never heard a gal say,
I
has
saw
a
it
gal,
in the-
has a gal never said to you before, I don't do that anymore?
They've definitely said
Clay,
that.
you know,
Change.
Yeah.
you know,
I'm not,
you
I don't,
know.
I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Gal, gal,
What?
gal,
You are, you are.
gal acting
Yeah.
brand new.
You did that.
Bro,
You
gal
did
acting
that.
brand new. We know that.
Yeah,
We've
he's
seen
right.
it.
I heard that.
So that's why gal can do the brand new thing and force themselves to believe that I'm this new bougie thing that weren't busting it
It's
open in the
2020
park
now.
in 2009.
Nah, you know,
get me?
I hear that. I
So-
hear that. I hear
With
that.
bare
I hear
man
that.
there.
I
You
hear
know,
that.
that's
I
enough
hear
for the
that.
park, and now I've got to do 20 dates.
bossing
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
Talking
Now-
about.
now you're
It's
asking
still
for-
that same girl.
Man from fucking West, you don't even know your history.
This is my point.
But he don't. He
know what
thinks
I'll
you're
crack though?
a blank canvas.
He thinks you're a bad
Bruv,
bitch.
he-
That's
he
it.
don't know.
That's why there's
He don't know.
enough girl from UPSA that want to get with man from
Down
different
south.
ends because they know they're played out in their ends. They know they're played out in their ends.
The
Do you get me?
mileage is high
So
up
they
there.
come to the new ends. They tell I've only fucked
say
5
they
man or
come
whatever.
from
Oh,
Manchester,
there's no,
Liverpool, and
there's no
There's
CRB
no
check.
CRB.
There's no
It doesn't run that far,
It's a
bro.
fresh CV.
It don't
bro.
run that far,
Bro,
He's
she
right.
got fired from about 10
If
jobs,
you're out of
bro.
London, you're good.
It just reaches the
But
F25.
it just gets there and it just curls all the way back round. It don't reach that far, fam. He's right, the CRB, the bum. How you get the CRB up
It's
there?
invalid. It's invalid still.
It comes all the way around, fam.
Oh,
you see
my
it just to the barrier. It can't come round that far, man. He's right,
You
still.
don't know. You can say I've been with her for time, but you got a girl that's in Birmingham or Manchester. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know.
pattern,
What
fam.
about long distance relationships?
Taps.
You feel like that?
Taps. What? Well, my ex
I don't
was
think it works.
deterioration quickly done. It's finished.
See you later.
Long distance relationship.
It
I'm
doesn't
telling you,
work.
It don't work. Or you're both tapping out on each other and you're cool with it. You're both just lying to each other.
Yeah, both just
I'm here lying
lying.
to you. You're here lying to me, and we're both fucking out lying and tapping.
And we're
out
both
on each other.
pretending. Yeah.
Just tapping. Chris Benoit. Tap 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 tap. tap.
And when we
Tapping
link,
out on
we're
each other.
good.
Shit. It's just silly, bro.
When we link, we enjoy what's going on.
Yeah,
but then you
because I
go
like
back
no,
and you know.
and they might
When
be
we say
saying
long
that-
distance,
and I'm
what kind of distance are we
Long
talking?
distance can be from me being in London and her being in Liverpool. That's to me, that's long distance.
South is kind of far.
South is
South is
But there's
far
there's
still.
man we know that have done that exact
That's
thing.
what I'm
and
saying.
they-
That's
and
what I'm
they're
asking.
patterned.
And they're
No,
patterned. But it's
no.
So it's
They
just
are-
who the girl
they
is
are-
or who
they
the
are
guy is. It's about
100%.
compatibility.
100%.
It's still a bit of a tapped movement. I can't lie. Like,
is,
I wouldn't
man.
do it myself.
It is.
Right, that's fair enough. That's
It's a
fair
bit
enough.
tapped. It's a bit tapped. Why?
you
Why?
know
You're
what?
all the way in Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, Newcastle. Where? I can't find you, bro.
Do you know what?
I
Do you know
can't
how I
get
look
an
at
Uber
it,
and be
Jordan?
with you in
How
15 minutes.
did you know?
I can't be with you in 15
No,
to
no.
half an hour.
No.
I can't get that quick. I can't.
You can't even be there within an hour, bro.
Bro,
Do you know what though? I like the long distance thing. Just because growing up in school times, I never was on having a girlfriend.
but
Just
it
because I feel like
depends
I
on
see
how
you.
long, fam.
I feel like I see you too much.
do you know what? I think, and again, yeah, because I think.
Because I don't like seeing you
that's
too
the whole
much.
thing, because-
So here what? I
because
don't
you're-
like seeing you too
Man,
much in my business.
What-
And then in school as well. Then the weekend comes, we kind of have to go cinema. But I'll just with you
You're
from.
talking second that you're.
No, but take it.
No,
but take it.
No,
No, take
because-
it. That's like school, blood. Like, where's my preva, blood?
You have to go cinema.
Where's my preva? So but even now at this age, like, raw. How many? Like your girl was local, innit? So
Yeah,
how
yeah.
often do you see a girl a week?
A lot.
I'm not on it. I'm not on it.
I see her like, shit then.
I'm not on it.
No, but do you know how I look at it?
I'm not on it.
Do you know how I look at it, Jordan?
No, I like my breathing space, man.
Okay, no, same. Go on.
Yeah, that I look at like
I
relationships
think
are hard as
everyone
it
does,
is.
man.
So when you got the distance there, it just creates more problems. Like I said, we live in a day and age where,
Can
as it
we
is,
put distance into a time?
No, but I'm saying sorry, 1 second. I'm saying that if you could live 5 minutes down the road, and there's always going to be trust issues. Never mind when you live 4 hours away, or if you live in another country, it's going to be even more. So there's going to be more doubt. There's going to be more.
He's right.
There's
And
going to
I
be
can-
more
that's
stress.
right, innit? I can control 5
even
minutes.
when things are cool, when things are cool, it might be cool for the first 3 months, maybe for the first 6, maybe for a year. But if we're looking at long term and you're away from each other, unless for me personally, unless you're married and you're 20 years deep in, like I know some people that are split up, like my uncle and auntie, they live in different countries, but it's working for them. Do you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
a different
There's
situation.
rare cases, of course.
But I feel like in this generation, if you're young, let's be real, if you're a guy and your girl's abroad and you
do
spent,
it.
you ain't seen her for 10 months,
Wouldn't do
come
it.
on guys,
No,
we're
fuck
probably
It don't
gonna...
make no sense.
I would
to me.
never
No,
do that.
stretch
no,
my
but
leg.
that
It don't
is
make no
different.
sense
That
to me.
you see that whole like not seeing each other for like a long period of time. I understand that to your girl just living far away, not like an hour or 2 hours away.
But even
But
with
when
the-
you're saying not seeing each other for a long
even
time,
with the Cleon, sorry, yeah, even with the my girl lives in Newcastle now.
Yeah.
Realistically, I'm working, you're working, schedules. If you do shifts, it's tough. We're probably gonna see each other maybe once a month or twice a month. That's a bit tough. Now, get me, I'm the same as you. I need my space. I don't want to link you 4 times a week, even if you do live local. Do you know what I mean? I need a bit of distance, but too much distance now, and it's a bit like, is there any
tricky
point?
now.
Is
Yeah,
there?
no, it's
do you know
no,
what I mean?
I hear
gotta
that.
find
I
that
hear
balance.
that.
And then we're overcompensating by talking for 10 hours in a day, and you're annoying me
shit
because we're just
together.
chatting shit
You,
for no
and you
reason.
just want to
Well,
go.
then,
hear
as
that.
I
I hear
said,
that.
it's
What do
as
you
I said,
think?
it stems to compatibility. You can live you can live with your gal.
There you go, fam.
You can live with, but you're just bickering. But then you can have a gal from UPSA and it's
bickering.
patterns. You get me?
Okay, cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe one day you
It
might
just
live
depends on
together
the person,
and it might
fam.
be shit.
It depends
but
on the person.
Exactly, it's just about compatibility. I feel
No,
all
you're
of that
right,
other
you're right.
bullshit is cute, but
No, he's
it
right.
all
he's
stems
right.
down to compatibility.
he's right.
Whilst I agree with you, and I do agree that in some cases it works quite fine, I still disagree with that long distance, and I'm
No,
talking
that's- yeah,
I'm
for
talking
sure.
like from London to anywhere else. Do you get it? If you're outside of London, it's a
Well,
stretch.
Londoners are so.
And even
Essex.
London,
Essex.
even London, it can still be a bit stretchy because I'm
Don't
not
even
really
want to go
going
to South
Croydon.
End.
I'm not gonna lie. I
all them-
wouldn't link a thing in South London.
Buff gal are in Croydon that I just.
Yeah, you
Bro,
can't do it.
back
It's
in the
too
day,
far.
I
Yeah,
had
when I
that.
type
I'm
in
sick
Waze
of
and I
that
see
saying that
1
from
hour
Croydon.
34
It's too far.
and there's no traffic.
Where is it?
Brother,
It's basically in the Isle of
the
Wight.
journey is
It's well,
draining,
bro.
fam.
Then why is it an
Draining.
hour and 25 with no traffic?
Don't
Then
make
when
no
there's
sense.
traffic
at
now,
11
it's
o'clock
all
at
2
night,
hours.
there's no roadworks and there's no traffic, and it's still.
Can't even do a
too
quick
much.
link
They got
up.
trams in Croydon, innit?
It's
Yeah.
mad.
I used to live in Croydon still.
I genuinely wanted to
I
try
drove,
that
I
Crepes
drove
and
through
Cogs
Croydon,
place.
and I swear to God,
Nah,
I thought I was in
went there
Dam.
once still.
Crepes and Cogs.
I was in
wanted to
South
try-
though. I was in South. I would
went there,
never.
innit?
I would never go there.
Yeah, I wanted
I'm not
to
gonna
try
lie.
it.
Not even this in their thing,
Where,
but
Crepes
it
and Cogs?
wasn't
What's
pattern.
right for shit and shit?
If
What's
you want me to
Service-
be
the
real, I've been
service
there.
was horrible.
I've been there.
Service was horrible. The
Yep.
food was bang average.
If I'm,
At best.
if I'll give you my true,
It's the hype,
verdict,
innit?
Bro, it's the
Yeah.
hype.
the service was atrocious.
Poor, innit?
The woman watched me, yeah, for about 15 minutes. She come past me enough times, and I didn't say nothing. I just wanted to see what going on. And my food's done. You can see my plates are empty. My drinks here. It was up here. It's here now. And what? You're not gonna come and see how I am, or
Bro,
clear my stuff,
aight.
or ask me if I want more.
we-
What do you mean?
If we're keeping
That
it
was a
true
bit-
though, not even to. It's a black thing though. You deep it. You're,
Service.
it's just come
Yeah.
on.
But
It's
That's
the
not
whole
true, 'cause I
black.
go
No.
Rudy's and I get great service.
Nah,
Bruv,
but then you go to
bruv,
a whole heap of Caribbean
We just
restaurants. shit.
just
You
went
go to a
chicken
whole heap
kitchen.
of African
Then
restaurants.
man, they
shit.
went shop and come back. They said, "Oh, what? It's done already. It's patterned, yeah. All right, cool, we're good." So it's not everywhere, but
Chicken
oh, shit.
kitchens also poor with service when the last time, unless they're patterned up. Let's not act like they're bare.
I don't know,
quick,
but
'cause you
anytime
might-
I've
you might
gone,
not-
you've already been there once.
Yeah, and the one time I went, the service was horrible.
Anytime I've gone, I've never had no.
The food was decent. I mean, obviously they had bare people, but it was bare. I was there for like half an hour. But I know you man went there the other day. You was there for bare long as well.
Better orders though. Let's
Yeah,
get it
I
right.
hear
Let's be
that.
real, yeah. Let's not.
But don't get me wrong,
let's-
support the
I
black
don't-
businesses,
Yeah, I
though.
don't want to come across that we're putting down black businesses.
Nah,
because-
support the
Do you know
black
what I mean?
businesses.
In this
What?
time of
Because
Because let's
crisis.
be real, and one thing I don't like is we all go to a restaurant and we'll go Vapianos and there'll be slow service or be unorganized or
Not
no
saying
restaurant,
nothing,
and
and
we
no
won't
one's
say
got-
nothing.
yeah.
But it's like as soon as a black person comes, like even with
Because
Crepes
it's
and
your
Corners
own
thing, do you know,
kind. You
on
feel like you
social-
have to say something.
Yeah, on social media, yeah, I saw so many people bashing, oh, this was bad, this was bad, this was bad. And my first thought is, okay, if you really cared or you were to prove, you would have said, you know what, Crepes or not Crepes, but the chef,
No,
you
no,
know
no,
what,
Crepes.
this
No,
could have
no,
been
no,
done,
okay,
this
yeah,
could have
yeah.
been done a bit different, or I didn't like this, and you'd voice that.
That's
Why
true.
have you now, you've had the service, you've gone online, and you do that, but you don't do that when you're waiting for Nando's or you're waiting for very long.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
as
And
soon
bear
as
in
you
mind, it's
come
a
to
new business as well. fam.
Aye, I
Yeah,
definitely-
man.
And a black business.
Yeah,
at best,
they're-
and
yeah,
she's
man,
trying
me
to
try
support it,
pattern
if
it.
anything.
I didn't even get onto them.
Sim's not
I didn't even
really
get
like
onto them.
No,
I didn't even get onto them.
Negative sim.
Nah, but as much as we want to paint this narrative, if we're being real, it's a black thing. If we're being honest, you can look round all the black shops.
Nah,
yeah.
man.
Now look, think about it. Obviously, there's a few examples of good ones.
It's 'cause
But then
of where
you go,
you've gone to
you
shop,
go
though, that's the
CB for
problem, fam.
example. You can keep reeling them off.
CB.
You go. You
Their
keep,
service is.
you can keep reeling them off like
What's he
this.
doing?
But then you can say the Vapianos that yeah, cool.
know
but
what's mad?
Nando's, how
You
many
know
times
what's
do you go to
mad,
Nando's
yeah?
and have poor?
No, but
very
it
rare.
is a black.
Do you get me? It's a
Nah,
black.
me-
Let's not
like,
be naive.
me
and
and
I rate-
Jordan, I've
It's a
gone Nando's and
mentality
had to
thing.
bone out at them.
Okay, on how many
Because they're moving
occasions?
mad.
Yeah,
Bare?
No, multiple
Bare, yeah,
occasions.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
bare.
multiple
I think more
occasions.
times it's
I
been
promise
good than
you.
bad.
I think
Big
that's
Matty-
also Nando's as well.
Yeah, that's
We've
what I was
had
about to say.
Big beef with them.
Big beef.
You know when it comes to
They're
certain-
doing wrong things.
You know when it
When I'm
comes
beefing at the Nando's.
Big beef with that Nando's.
No, but Big Matty,
Right.
going back to CB though, just quickly, yeah. Why is it that man can call CB and pattern my food and they say to me, yeah, okay, cool, 20 minutes
And I
or
have to wait
10
for 15
minutes.
minutes.
And you know when I get there, I have to wait the 20
They,
minutes
they ain't
again.
even put the chips on.
You ain't done anything.
No, they're horrible. I
So
can't
you
lie,
want
they
you
are
told
horrible.
me you're
They
gonna
are
prep
horrible.
my food
They
and
are
it's
horrible.
gonna be
Their
ready
timing.
at 3:20. So I'm still here at 3:45 and my food ain't done yet.
But you know what count? You know what makes that a bit mad? Because
What they want the
it's
thing
a
to be?
West Indian man
Yeah,
and a Chinese guy.
Yeah.
And your food's still slow.
yeah, it's mad.
It's mad.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Come
What
on.
now?
And she's the one chatting shit to you.
And on top of that, she don't even give me salt.
What?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you give me salt?
Ultimate rage.
And I say to her, oh yeah, so
Lin
what? No
or
salt,
crud.
no tissue. Oh, you
Lin.
want salt?
Hello, CB.
You
Hello,
what?
Aye, it's a beating though.
So
They're
you
trying
want me to
say-
eat my chips with nothing? Fuck off.
Aye, though,
Again,
but
I still rate her, though.
Again,
I
sorry,
still
again,
go back.
do you know why I defend black restaurants or black-owned restaurants or type of food? Because for me, your food becomes fresh. So it's not like me going to a normal shop and these fast food, you can go kebab shop and I can do it in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Most of your food, whether it's Caribbean or or it's grilled chicken, or you go to South London, it's fresh.
Yeah.
Same with Chicken Kitchen. So I can understand that sometimes you get it's meant to be 5 minutes and now it's taken 12.
Black
I
people
can
time-
understand
it's
you get
black
that
people
time.
timing.
It is,
Black people-
and
black people timing.
they've lost. Never just keep going on CBs, but I'm sure black businesses in a whole, just ones that have poor service, have lost
Lost
so.
them.
But it's businesses in general, but they lose so much customers because of that. It's mad. That's why they can't expand how they want to expand. But then on the back of that, why do you feel? I don't feel black businesses get support from the black community.
They don't.
Me personally,
But you know what?
I don't
Just on
feel-
that, black people don't support black brothers in general properly.
not even black. Let's just say the
No.
urban
Let's focus on
culture.
black. Let's
in a
focus on
sense.
black
Like,
first.
even
No.
a-
Let's talk about shit that we know. We know.
It's
Yeah,
black
you're
people,
right.
fam.
Because it's black people.
We have to
don't.
be
No
real.
problem supporting Curvan to
Yeah.
where got
No.
3 in head.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Mad.
But then
It's
it's
black,
them
definitely black.
Not even just
But
food,
then
just
there's
in
there's
general.
only one blue
in
now.
general, black man
businesses,
doing
they
anything,
don't
bro.
support. You see how
People are
Turks stick together. My Turks
Nah,
will
nah.
promote
Bruv,
Turks
on
and every
Green Lane,
Turk is
on
a
Green Lane,
cousin.
they got
Bro,
bare-
fam.
All
the
of
same
them restaurants
Just
on
Jewish
one
people.
road.
Yeah, fam.
Because
Everyone,
I
they all
think
stick together.
because, and it's a shame in the community that a lot of people hate to see someone similar to them winning or
That's
on a
real
certain
shit.
level. So that's why
It's a- yeah.
they're less reluctant to
support.
support.
I like that though.
But then-
Because it's,
Well,
let's
he done-
say,
he
for
done two in
example,
quick
if
succession,
we
that's
all
what
grow up in, I don't know, it could be Kilburn or wherever, anywhere in London, yeah, and we've all went to the same school, the same upbringing, and one person next to you, he's done something or made something out of himself. It happens all the time. It ends. People start hating instantly.
Everyone's
He
hating.
gets rich and he starts hating. Now, sometimes, to be fair, we don't help ourselves with regards to the shitting on people and the stunting. So, in that regard, if you stunt on
sometimes
people,
you
and
deserve
think
it.
you bring it upon yourself. But for the people that are generally successful
agree.
and they're just here,
No, but
I
you-
feel like there's not enough support.
You don't stunt on the bro.
Wait,
Nah,
doesn't
I
in
tell you
some
why-
cases,
I tell you why I don't
that's
agree
My
with
man
that.
just enjoy their life.
Yeah,
though, man.
because
that,
look
but
at that. There was that
you're probably
trader
doing it
brother.
and taking
No,
the
that
piss.
trader, that Elijah brother. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The trader that,
Yeah.
some trader. He was from South. He made bare dough. He dropped out of uni, made mills. Yeah, he had the Rolls. You've definitely seen him on Instagram. He had the Rolls Royce, this and that. Bro, he gets hated on in his ends all the, not hated on, but he's like
People
he's kind of
have something
neaky,
to
innit?
say.
Yeah, he's kind of neaky. So he'll go
Yeah,
back
but-
to his ends. He lives near Harrods, innit? He goes back to his ends to his mum's just to say, well, go on, but he pulls up in the Royce or whatever, which is his. Bro, man are trying to lick him down all the time. Do you
Yeah,
get me?
but
So he's got to
that's-
move bare. But he's not really trying to stunt on, man.
that's
He's just
mad.
enjoying his
that's
money. Do you
different,
get me?
though.
But has
That's
he
different.
flaunted himself though?
But there is people
how's he
out
done
there-
his
He's
thing
not
though?
really. He's made
Not really.
dough. Obviously, he's got bare watches and this
Yeah,
and that.
you're gonna
but-
have
hear
all
that.
these things because you've got
Because
the
you've
P.
got the P. This is
Yeah,
my
But at
brother.
the same time, you gotta know how to move.
But there's
At the
definitely
same
a
time,
difference
you gotta know how to
between man
move, though.
stunting and man just living their life and getting bullied.
But then
by
on the
yeah.
flip, I know we're basing it on the black thing, but on the flip, like Turkish people, they don't do that. You get me? When a Turkish, like I know bare Turkish man that own shops in it, yeah. Bro, when they want to shop, they ask their cousin, their auntie, their uncle,
And
their
everyone put a
cousin
P to get rid of
for
it.
2 bags. Everyone gives them 2 bags, no question. Yeah, here's the 2 in your account. Now they got 20 bags. Now they got 30 bags. Put that into the shop. That's one shop. When the cousin 2 years down the line wants to do the same thing,
Yeah.
he's giving them
Probably
2.
taking on
So
shop,
that's
yeah.
why they're
And they're
dominating.
seeing the money
Do you get
come back
me?
anyway
It's the
in
same
the
with
shop.
Indians and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Indian man, like 10 Indian man in the same yard.
But our
Bare
mentality's behind
cousins,
though.
bare
We're
uncles.
very behind though.
Why
Our
can't we?
mentality.
Why can't we work like
We're
that?
not on that,
No, but
fam.
why not though? Innit? I want to know. Like,
Because
I think
I
if I
think-
say-
It goes
I think it
all
goes
the
all the
way
way
back.
back.
I personally think it goes all the way back to slavery.
Yeah.
That's where it stems from.
Even before that, even a bit more modern times, yeah,
Good
where
bit,
where
good bit.
Jamaican come from the Windrush and all of that, yeah.
Nah, he's done well, done
Back in
well.
the day, my grandma used to live in the same house as. It's a pride thing, as you said, definitely, because they used to live in the same house as bare of them. So my grandma's family lived in the same house in T. They had another family that lived in the same little 2-bed, whatever it was. For a little while, a year, they all built up together. Then they split off and bought their little yard in Tottenham each. But the Indians, they're staying in that yard
Same
till they're all
thing.
30.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
get me?
yeah, yeah.
Now they all got
Stacking.
bare dough, all putting a little £50 each to the mortgage.
Yeah.
Now they're gone. Now they're all 30. Now they can all buy yards
Yards
in
each.
whatever area. Now they're up. As a community, they're up. Do you get me? That's how it works.
But
So
I think as a community, yeah, when it comes to the initial beginning, from the initial investment, I feel like black people in the community, we don't do that enough. And I feel like a lot of
Compared
people
to
aren't
other
on that. So
cultures.
let's say, for example, you get your first 5 bags or your first 10 bags. Let's be real, most man are probably spending 7 bags on a rollie.
Yeah.
Or silly stuff like that.
'Cause that-
Or you spend
you're
8
right.
bags on a
You're right.
whip.
He's right.
Or you're spending 9
'Cause I
bags. You
don't
spent
think-
5 bags on drip and you've done silly stuff and now you've got.
And you're
now- do
doing
you know what I mean?
nothing because black people don't invest in anything they can't see straight away.
Exactly.
That's why it's poor, you know. No.
More
A lot of
time,
people.
and
Yeah.
unless we can't see it and return
not on
to
it, we're not on
straight
it.
away, We're not on the. Like,
We like
the
to
graph.
get- we like
don't
quick
wanna
money.
plan
We
it
like
out. don't
quick
wanna
money.
wait. It has to be when, here, now. Otherwise, we don't really do it.
And also as
Because
well,
we would have been doing the
also
same
as
thing
well,
sleeping out with the shops.
we don't have like other black men to aspire to. And when I say that, is obviously you've got like the sports, the
Yeah, like the
sportsmen,
celebs and the
just-
sportsmen
That's
and
high.
everything,
That's
the high
that's
end, yeah.
yeah.
Are you talking about
But
in-house,
In-house,
like, yeah.
you don't really have that. And I think I think that goes back to what Henny was saying, that right, it goes all the way back to like slavery times, because you know what, slavery just wasn't like a physical kind of like oppression of people, you know, it was mental bondage as well.
Bro,
like,
it was a whole saga of
yeah,
fucking-
brother,
yeah,
like
you're right.
it's one of them ones where it's like, you know the slave traders and like the gatekeepers and stuff, they realize that you can't actually own another human being for time, innit? So it got to a thing where they had to start thinking outside the box. How are we gonna keep the black man down, innit? So they started doing bare other stuff, and it goes like, it trickles down into like stuff like education and stuff like. Do you know what I mean? Like,
But sorry, on the positive side, I
Yeah.
do feel like these days there is a lot of people creating businesses and doing well within the black community. So I do feel like on the
Yeah,
flip side,
changing.
to be on a positive note, there are a lot of people that are visible to us. Like for example, obviously someone like, I don't know, Diddy comes to mind first of all. He's not from London, but we can relate to him a lot through regards to a lot of the stuff that he does.
I
And
don't
on a
agree.
smaller,
I don't
on a,
agree, bro.
on a smaller scale, on a smaller scale, you've got people in London, for example, like not just industry, but business people that are doing well, that you can kind of look to see, okay, this can be done. With regards to any platform, anything you do, whatever business, whatever
always
field you go
someone that's
to,
done
there's
it.
someone that's
Yeah,
done
that-
it.
he's
There's
right,
someone
he's
that's done
right.
it, and there's someone that's shown that this is actually possible.
But again, the black man, we look at it, and I think sometimes it's the long graft.
Yeah, bro.
Nobody wants that, bro.
yeah, because
No one wants the long graft.
Like, look at
We said last week, sorry, just what we said, was it last week or the week before, where we even said with girls, they don't want to build. You know what I mean? The girls don't look
And
at
that's-
girls don't look at you and think.
And that's the
"You
same
know,
as
like,
black
look at
people.
that, I don't-"
Same as black
But
people.
we don't want to build. It has to be here and now. And if it's not here and now, I
let me
might as
see
well
my
go and buy a
business
watch
ready to go and
or
I'll
something
put
else.
the B in.
Yeah,
Bro,
bro,
and if Tyrone has built a mad little business, the first thought for most men is let's lick him down.
Yeah.
Do you
There
get
you
me?
go.
So
And how
that's
we're
where the
gonna-
cycle.
that's what I'm
That's where
saying.
the cycle will not stop.
It goes-
Until we
it
go
goes that
deep
far
to the
back,
youth,
yeah.
we're not changing this cycle.
he's right,
So
yeah, he's right.
as the five good things a black man can do, business related, creating that, there's gonna be another 30 bad things that's gonna be up and coming from
No,
the
I hear
ground.
that. I
Do you
actually
get
hear
me?
that.
And so on that note, I would say, black people, let's come together.
Don't know.
Do you understand? Let's rise up.
But
Let's
that's what
rise
it's
up.
them though, because
Let's rise up.
There's
Let's
gonna
come
for me,
together.
yeah. There's man, not even
And
just
you
black
get
man,
me?
but man are not. But I'm always gonna try and push and support them because
Yeah.
that's just how. I ain't no bad man. I want man to do. I want all you
No,
to
I hear
do
that.
well.
Where
does
does
it
it
start?
start?
Where
No,
does
big
it
man, I hear that.
But there's
I hear
man,
that.
there's man, all a man have been supporting for time or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
posting,
And
this
now man
posting
don't
that.
wanna know-
But
yeah,
then now
yeah,
you're in a situation.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
posting
yeah.
your stuff.
No,
But
But
you
that's
get me?
okay. That's
It's okay
okay.
though. It's
That's
okay.
okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because
Yeah.
what that does for us is that segregates the ones that are for us and against us. The rest of you can fuck off. You understand?
But like Henny said, black people come together, fam. Big man
talk.
said, come
It's
together.
real though.
No, come together.
Come together, bro.
Especially now as well with everything that's
Yeah.
going
Get
on
what I'm
with
saying?
the coronavirus.
The same
Listen.
thing Stuart just said, bro. Man will go and back a curve van every week. You get me? But they wouldn't do that.
no, I hear that still.
Obviously, you might go to little Brown Eagle,
Yeah.
but
But
they're
you're not
fucking
supporting
owned
it,
by
you're not-
fucking Arabs anyway.
Yeah.
So what? Nah, do you get me? The fucking
We saying no,
no,
we telling
Yum
me.
Yum's Enfield. Yum Yum's Enfield. Sorry, owned by little
Wait,
Arab man.
What you telling me? Because I know you love a little scenario. Hit me,
Scenario.
fam. Hit me.
Drop scenario of the week.
What's the
Hit
time?
me.
It's your
That
time.
already?
It's your time.
Hey,
Drop
hit
scenario of the
Hit
week.
them
It's
with
your
the
time.
scenario, with the
I
new
don't know if I
scenario.
got much this week.
Yeah,
man.
that's
I'm
that.
not really.
I know you love a
Hey,
scenario,
another one.
fam.
Nah, I got
on.
one. Someone hit me up with something, but I can't remember it. Let me think it.
Go on.
Run something.
Has anyone else got
Run something. You man must
No
have
scenario.
something.
Anyone got a scenario?
Don't worry, it's coming,
You
man.
know what though? Whenever like we need to get the community to fling us with something. Do you get it?
The people them.
Yeah, we need the people them to fling us with some scenarios and some real life stuff as well. You get it? Because that will give us something to give back to them. Because that's what they want to
them-
hear.
get
us
them-
talk
get them
about,
in
you know what
part
I
of the
mean?
show.
So
That's cool.
I think that would be quite interactive and that it would be quite good still if we get that going. But we'll see what go on.
You got a choice, yeah. You either got to do.
Wait, come closer or
Yeah,
just
talk
talk a bit
louder.
louder.
You got a choice, yeah. You
Yeah.
got a choice, yeah. You either got to do 1 whole month, yeah,
In the jailhouse.
with your gal.
Oh.
1 whole month with your gal, yeah.
Just you and her non-stop.
Just you and her and Corona.
Mad.
Yeah?
Mad.
Or
Corona only lasts 14 days anyway. So it's
1
alright.
week in the block in jail. no, sorry. 5 days, because a week is a minute. 5 days in the block in jail, or 1 month with your gal, but you got Corona and she's got Corona and she's not in a good mood, and at some point she has a long time in a month as well.
A long one?
Yeah, she's
I ain't even
What
got
about
I ain't
cell
even-
phone data? Do I have my phone as well? Was it just me?
Is it just
Just you and her. Just you and
If I
her.
go jail, I don't have my phone either. So if I'm with
Is
my
it
girl, I
just
shouldn't
me?
have my
Yeah,
phone.
just you and her. Just you and her. You and her.
I'm choosing my
Corona.
girl.
No phones.
Chilling with your girl.
I'm chilling with my girl. I'm chilling with my girl. It's not
chilling with
it's
my
not techie at all, fam.
You and your girl. No, just nothing. Just puff you and your girl.
I'm chilling with my
It's not techie at all. I'm chilling with my girl.
I got a question.
I think I might have to ride out the
I'm not
5
gonna
days
lie
in
to you.
jail,
You know what I
cuz.
might do the
If I
5
go
days?
jail-
I can't even lie.
If I go jail quickly,
The
yeah.
5 days in
It's only
jail.
5 though. When I
5
think
days.
about it, it's only 5
Blood.
days.
He said isolation.
You man don't
basic.
love your girl, man.
No, I love my girl, but
It's only
I love my
5
girl.
days.
I love my
Let's
relationship.
say,
Listen, no, wait. I
let's
love
say.
my girl, but
Man,
hear
I'm
me out, hear me
throwing
out.
mad statements all day,
I
bro.
go jail quickly with the man, them quick 5 day.
There's no man then, bro. Just the mirror and the slipper.
No, there's no
Just the
man then.
mirror and
Or
the
block.
slipper, cuz. Just
So
the
wait,
mirror and
that's
the
just
Still
me.
doing it. Still doing it.
Just me and 4 wolves.
You Wolves toilet.
Shit.
Yeah, I might lose
No,
my
I can
head.
do that. No, I can do that. I can do that.
Do you know what?
No, taking you and your girl and
23 and
nothing
one?
else.
Wait.
23 and 1.
Yeah, you and your girl and
Wait.
nothing else.
23 and 1.
Have we got TV?
No,
Jail, that's something you got with
23
my
and
girl.
1.
No, you and your girl.
You got the TV in with your girl, but you ain't got no control.
I don't even care.
Control it.
Brother, more.
your girl?
Yeah,
Nah,
like,
yeah,
I don't
I'm still
even
staying with
care.
her.
All right, baby girl, I'm coming home.
Do you know why? Do you know why?
I thought you meant you and your girl and nothing else.
Keeping up with the
Hey, one night
Kardashians.
stand, what's
and
my
all them
sound
things
bare
there.
muffled,
We can
bro.
get that for a month.
Sound
Oh,
mad
fuck it.
muffled.
What, hey, Trey, what's the scenario?
Do you know
Nah,
why? Do
just-
you know why I picked the Joe thing? Yeah, because one, I don't have a girl, so that means I'm gonna get a link. and two, can I spend a month with no phone or no TV with the link? I'm not too sure. I don't know if I can. So I'm just gonna have to
might-
fund the 5 days. You get me?
Yeah, but so much could happen in that
It's
jail.
about the
house, though.
compatibility.
And then you're gonna have
bro.
corona for a whole month.
I'm on
Oh, he's
sec,
in the
I'm
block.
on
Sorry,
sec,
you're
yeah.
in the block.
No, but you're gonna have corona for a whole month.
If I'm in the block for
You're
5
good,
days,
man. You're good. You don't.
No, you're gonna have
Let's
corona
have a
for a
ride
whole
the 5
month.
days and say sorry, baby, man. We're
Yeah,
good,
let
man.
me ride the
I'm
5
back
days and
with
come
you
back to
now.
my gal.
Ride it, innit?
I'm back with you.
Brother, 23 and 1, bro. You're banged up for 23 hours of the day.
Yeah, but I'm pretty much doing the same thing anyway, just with one person, one extra person. That's
So
my
you'd rather
girl.
do it by yourself?
And she's moody.
No, but it's for.
'Cause you said
unless-
that she's
it's
on that time
one's
of the
for
month.
30 days and
Bro,
one's for 5 days.
that's
By the way,
torture.
You lot don't love your girl.
By the way,
are you
if
not thinking what you're
if
saying?
if you listen to me,
I'd be
you would have
with-
heard
with
me
the
say
girls.
that I would do the month.
the girl? Huh?
Yeah, so you would have
I'd be with the
understood that
girl
I've already
still.
said I would do 1 month with my girl, no problem. But I'm just throwing it out there. It's only 5 days. Yeah, you're doing the
Yeah.
exact same thing that you would be doing at home with your girl.
Come back to my girl.
Trapped in your yard. Is it one room, by the way, or is it your whole yard?
Oh, you're saying.
Hey, we're getting mad.
If it's
tight.
your whole
like-
yard,
I get- come on.
because it can get a bit.
What's the scenario?
Studio flat.
Alright, where's got the
No,
scenario?
not scenario. It's just a question. Innit? I've always thought this one. Yeah. Alright, you borrow a man money. This is a very quick one. You borrow a man money. Yeah, a man comes to you, Clay. I need a bag. Yeah. You run in the P. Do you care what it's for?
No, as long as you ain't running about my pee, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Do you care what it's for?
I don't
No.
ask any questions.
Because I wouldn't give it to you if I couldn't give it to you. So the fact that I give it, whatever you do with the pee, is
I really do care what it's for.
I actually do.
I'm not
Do
gonna
you?
lie.
I actually do.
Do you know what? I'm gonna give it to you regardless, but I do care what it's for. Because if I'm giving you £1,000 and you're going to do some wicked and badness, like I want to make sure, like, what do you need this grand for? What are you really getting into right now?
Think about.
Granted, it might be small, it might be big, but
I hear that.
what are you gonna go
I
and
hear
do?
that.
with
Think
it?
about
You
on
might
more
need to go
simple
and-
terms, even simpler than that, in terms of, yeah, what are they doing with it? But what is it for? What do they want to buy? Drip? Do they want to have a little bottle spree in the club? Like, do you get me?
if
This
you're
is your-
gonna give me
this
back
is your
my
dough.
bag,
yeah, I
Oh,
don't
you
give a
care?
pee. Do
You
what you're
care?
doing.
Nah.
Unless you're gonna go and kill someone, yeah, then I don't really care. And
But
beyond that, I would probably wouldn't know anyway.
So man asks you for a rack, and then he says, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I just want to cheat one. Yeah, I want to take a girl
and you
out
can
for a
guarantee
date."
my pee.
No,
And
it's
he
like,
can
bro,
say,
I
yeah.
don't know. He just indefinite time. Like, I don't know when
If
I'm gonna
he
run
says
your
to
dough
me,
back.
Oh, that's
Listen,
different though. That's
if he
different.
says
No,
to
it's
me-
just like, look, there's no time scale on the dough, so it's not like, oh, I'm gonna run it back to you next week. It's like, hey, bro, I need a no.
If there's no time scale, it's wrong
Yeah.
already. There's something
so
wrong
you
here.
do care?
Because
No, I'm gonna ask,
because
I'm gonna
if
ask,
you-
I'm gonna ask.
if you're saying to me, I'll run it back to you when I can, then
Yeah.
I'm not here for that because I'm giving you a bag and I don't know when I'm gonna see it. I might not see it.
Yeah,
or you
I'm
might
gonna
try
ask
and give me
questions.
£10 a week.
I
or
care
some
on time
bullshit.
scale and the reason why I'm
I'll
giving
ask
you a rack in
Alright,
the
so
first place.
there's no time scale, but
But the
so you
reason-
care.
The reason why.
If there's no time scale, then I'm not.
Yeah, I
okay.
got to ask questions.
Alright, so okay,
if he says
it's
to
okay.
me, if he says to me on the 30th of March or today, if he says to me on the 18th of March today, can I hold this bag and I'll give it back to you on the 18th of April? Then I'll be like,
Yeah, obviously that's calm, but forget that. I'm saying he's asking you for the P, and he's saying, bro, I need the. Okay, let's say he says, bro, I need the P. My mum's ill. I need to pay for operation for her.
then I'm not looking for it. I'll let you have some time.
Okay, so he doesn't need to give you
Okay,
a time
so
scale.
it's sensitive.
Okay, so say he says to you, oh, I'm gonna go spend it on a bitch.
Then there's a time
It's a bit
limit.
strong. Fam.
So So you do care about the tax? You do care? So you do care? Then?
Maybe I do. Maybe
you
I
care
do.
about what the money's for? Maybe
I do.
Do you get me?
You've worked it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Me personally,
That's what you worked out of me.
I actually care.
You care?
I'm giving you the P. What are you gonna go and do with the P? Regardless.
All I need to know
I'm
is
gonna ask.
all I need to know is just when am I getting it back?
And that as well.
That's it.
I don't care what you're doing. Just when am I getting it back?
But
Because I wouldn't give it to you if I didn't. If I couldn't afford to give it
like
to
you
you.
said, if his mum was unwell and he needed the P to help her, then I'm not gonna be on you. I'm gonna give you space, innit, and give you time. And I'd hope that you respect that because I'm understanding of your situation. Just respect me and don't take me for a dickhead and think that in a year's time I still ain't seen no P. That's not really fair either.
Bro.
But outside of that, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know,
as
man.
my granddad said, never lend, never borrow.
I hear that still.
No
So you
problems.
would never give no one.
I
no,
do,
no P.
but he said to me from young, never lend, never borrow. You have no problems. But obviously, I've borrowed people.
I hear that though. What he said was right. What he said was right
But you
because
just never
you're
lend
just
it.
avoiding it.
No, I do.
You
I've never. I
lend-
don't
you
borrow. I
lend-
can't lie. I
yeah,
don't
I
borrow. I live within my means, but I know in life ain't always as smooth as that
Yeah, of
for
course.
everyone. So do you get me?
On that note, yeah, we might as well wrap it up here. Hopefully, we're active again next week. Corona ain't
Listen,
locked us
by the
down.
way, if we can't do this here next week, we're gonna do it in my yard.
Yeah,
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in my yard.
I'm here for
saying
that. I'm here
from
for
now.
that.
We're gonna do it in
Hopefully,
my yard.
Corona, no, bro. Claire might be in South
I
Africa.
think I got the Ronies.
I'll give you a mask.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
Cause after ball yesterday, I felt bare ill.
There with a belly.
Yeah, I felt bare ill, fam. But I kind of want to get it to just get over and done with.
Get over and done with.
Yeah, the quicker I get it, the quicker it's
Can
quicker,
move
fam.
again, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. On
Yeah,
a
if
serious
you don't
note,
see
though,
anyone here next week, boy.
everyone get
Wash your
everyone
hands.
get
Nah,
your-
but man,
everyone get
everyone
better,
stay
sorry.
safe.
Stay safe.
Wash your hands.
Wait, what's your nasty?
Stock
hand?
up on some food.
Stock up.
Do what you need to do just to
And get
protect yourself.
consent as well.
Get
You are
consent.
doing-
Yeah. Oh my
Consent,
god,
man.
that's we have to
That's
leave
the last
here.
thing.
Get
We have to
consent.
leave here.
Get some
I'm telling
fucking
you.
Some man
consent.
are on this not consenting, and like I said, hear me out. Don't.
We don't-
We
Yeah,
don't,
we
we
don't.
don't condone in the
No.
no consenting. You have to
Yeah.
get consent.
Yeah.
End up like solo. Don't be solo.
And